Let's take a look at some of the things over here.
Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double brooms.
Ooh, Mr. Spock, have they been cooking up LSD here to make them see demons?
Residue of several different compounds are in the tubes. None of the compounds would explain the sightings.
I guess not. What about...
An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running.
A vintage 8012-86 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece.
Back in the days when computers used to have that something 86 designation. Well, what is it running?
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models a proper situation for a total eclipse.
Funny, this planet also used to have a moon.
A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal.
More analysis.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Really?
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay, I guess not.
Fascinating, Captain. It is an RDAC 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order.
Interesting. About 200 years old electronic equipment in working order, and these days it's difficult to get a 20-year-old computer working properly. I guess somewhere along the way people learn to build things to last.
I never dreamed.
Okay. But to get a close look at these things, we'll use them.
You're interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
Again, it pays to be polite.
Yes, tell us about these things. Where did you find all this?
Here and there. Much of it was brought to me by others exploring widely.
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me. Yes, tell us about these things.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens?
Let's just go through all of them.
True curiosities, nothing more. I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral specimens? Meteorite. I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. For conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders.
I'm not sure what he means with perfect total eclipse. I mean, aren't most eclipses total in some part of the planet? And I guess this theoretical model is constructed on that computer. But it would be kind of hard to understand how Spock could mistake it for Earth.
Shall I go into minerals, fossil shells? One of the oldest forms I've seen on this planet. Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into mineral specimen? Fossil skull of a small alien animal. The skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet. About the size of a house cat from Earth. The Salatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs. Shall I go into minerals for a twist of skull of a twist of metal? This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited.
Well, you got better evidence coming up in the form of big, artificially constructed door.
Shall I go into minerals, or would you rather move on to something else? Very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when we're done with them.
We shall. Okay. Skull, mineral, meteorite, fossil. Let's take all of them. Mr. Spock, what do you have to say about these?
A manufactured vanadium tungsten alloy of considerable age and indeterminate use.
Okay.
A sample of a local life form called a Salati, the largest animal reported on this planet. About the size of an Earth house cat, the Salatis have an insectoid reptilian genotype with praying mantis-like forelimbs. A variety of rock specimens, including native silver, azurite, crystalline forms of various minerals. A completely ordinary nickel-iron meteorite. Fossil shells in limestone substrate, compatible with local geologic features.
We don't need most of them, so let's return it.
The old man carefully returns the items to his cabinet.
Bless you for returning my things.
Interesting that this picture of the cabinet doesn't change at all. I mean, I don't think it would have been all that difficult to make the art and program it, and I doubt it would have made the game too big.
The old man carefully...
Bless you.
Not this one.
The old man carefully...
Bless you.
Ah, we can actually go and solve this little crisis. Alright, Brother Kandri has disappeared, so if we go back and go through the Acolyte buildings, I don't think he'll appear there. But anyway, fixed hand meet scanner.
The hand circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens.
Ooh. What have we here?
I'm just a security officer, sir.
I think we found the answer to our mystery.
Logically, the machinery is sustaining some type of life in suspended animation. If we can reactivate the machines, then we may be able to meet its creators.
I don't really know how you managed to deduce that much by a simple glance, but good going, Spock.
I wonder who or what constructed all this.
Ensign Everett is looking around. Spock is analyzing the alien machines. Dr. McCoy looks back. James T. Kirk, captain of the Enterprise. It appears to be an abstract piece of alien art.
Odd place to stick it inside of a machine.
It looks like a control panel with slide switches. This appears to control some unusual security equipment. This floor contains conduits for conducting geothermal energy. Many alien machines fill the room.
Let's get analyzing.
It is an alien life support system, Captain, utilizing geothermal energy. It is still functioning, waiting for some sort of signal. It is an alien life support system. This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
Transportation,
This control panel is a manual override for the alien life support equipment. Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere of the moon is casting a shadow on the blue sphere, Pollux 5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it, an eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel.
Yeah, time's up for now, but we'll soon get to mess around with alien machinery we don't really understand. Except maybe Spock.